Hi, welcome back to Keep It Dirty, a podcast where my guests share their life living functionally and sustainably and their why behind their ways and habits of navigating through our ever changing environment. So, I am your host, Leslie Dowling, my co pilot, which he seems very unexcited today. It is a dreary day here in Pennsylvania. As you can see, it is raining. Is my Vishla, my 5-year-old Finnegan. So, this is going to be a very short and sweet podcast today. Just getting my son, my youngest of 3 sons, ready to go off to Penn State main campus. Bittersweet. It is Thursday, and he heads out on Sunday. So I'm hoping and praying. This is really a podcast about navigating through people that are going to be empty nesters. I hate that phrase because we're not really empty nesters. We have 3 dogs. I still have my mare, my horse that I ride, and just living life with everybody. So I'm going to just dismiss the empty nester part. And I'm grateful that I have my youngest son close by, 2 hours and 15 minutes if he ever wants to come home. The other 2 sons were at University of Alabama and Wake Forest University. Demon Deeks, go Demon Deeks. So they graduated a couple of years ago, and they were so darn far away. I couldn't see them, like, on a Sunday to say, hey, come over, I'll do your laundry, and we'll have dinner with everybody. So count your blessings when you have your loved ones close by. I am an uprooted New Yorker. I'm not from here. My husband is not from here either. He's a Jersey boy. And so we don't have a lot of family here. So, it's kind of nice when you do have family around. Embrace that time because time is short on this planet. But I'm not going to get into doom and gloom, even though it is a dreary day. It's really about just switching gears and just encouraging your kids who are going off to college for the first time to just keep an open, positive mind. Are you going to get along with all of the people that you are rooming with the first year? You have a 50-50 shot, and if not, you can make changes. You could talk to the RA or their RD, the resident director or resident assistant that lives on the floors of each of the buildings for people who are not aware of that for their kids. But just keep an open mind. I mean, my son is going to be in a quad with 3 other guys, so it's going to be a very interesting journey for him. He's more like me. I like my creature comforts. I like my stuff not to be touched and bothered with. And I'm very personal, even though ironically I'm doing podcasting and I'm sharing with you a lot of things that I've been through in life. But when it comes to stuff like that, I'm definitely a more of a personal kind of person. So what I wanted to do today is just go over some of the things that I've been using, that I've been loving. I am not repping or promoting really brands that say I'm monetizing on. Would be nice. People ask me, oh, are you making a lot of money? You've done over 100 podcasts. You have a lot of information. You have great guests. And no. And honestly, this is more of a hobby of mine. And that's why I love what I'm doing. I'm 3 years into it. Supposedly, with the algorithms, they say that I'm in the top 10 globally out of 347 million podcasts, which is crazy. But I don't know. Sometimes I don't even look at that stuff and I'm just having fun. And I love people to tell their story. And I think that's it. I'm a good storyteller and I have a way of just making people feel comfortable. And everybody has a story. Everybody has a journey in life. And yes, journey has been, right, Finnegan? Yes, journey in life, as he looks away from me, has been used all the time. I just enjoy, even as a little girl, tell me your story. What were your parents like? How were you raised? Did you eat healthy? Did you, were you a compromised kid? Were you like, what kind of things did you do as a child? How was it different, as I used to say to my grandmother, during the olden days? So I'm going to start with I'm drinking my organic coffee. And that's something I don't think I'll ever not do. I love my coffee. And this is an awesome coffee cup that I got locally here at the Mint Leaf, which is in Reading, Pennsylvania. So go check it out. This artist, I think, used to live around here and no longer lives in Pennsylvania. And I'm trying to see if the name of it. the name of this coffee cup, of the something clay. Oh, well, I can't read the bottom of it to give you the name of the artist, but if you call the Mint Leaf store in Reading, Pennsylvania, they could give you that answer. She has really awesome coffee cups that she makes, and it's really cool. So, getting to the next thing. Okay, so I like to put Four Sigmatic creamer. This is vanilla coconut in my coffee, and it has organic coconut milk powder, vanilla powder. This is all organic. Lion's mane extract, organic green tea extract, and it does contain tree nuts, which is the coconut. So everything in here is really super healthy. It's better than the half and half that you get at every mass produced place, mass produced manufacturer. Try this. Also, I like to put in pure natural raw honey. This I picked up locally too in Oli. This is clover. Clover is really it's sweet. So you don't need a lot of honey in your coffee or tea if you like to put that in your drink, your warm drinks. This is from Wild Creek Bee Farm, wildcreekbeefarm.com. They're in Lehighton, Pennsylvania. That's where they're from. And I'm not a big soda drinker. I never was. You could take the finish off the paint of your car with soda. So God knows what it's doing to your intestines. But, anything is not good if you overdo it. So just try to create balance. I just know on a really, really hot summer day, um, I don't crave a beer because I have issues with the wheat and hops and gluten. So I get bloated. I don't know how many of you feel the same way when you have a glass of beer. I feel like I'm like 8 months pregnant. And that's just because I can't tolerate what's in the beer. So I like this is Culture Pop Soda. You can find this I think, in most of the supermarkets now. I get it at Kimberton, which is I'm missing. It's a local store, It's more health conscious, organic food store. And Culture Pop is probiotic soda. So in it is carbonated filtered water, organic juice blend from concentrate white grape, watermelon, lime, natural flavors, sea salt, live probiotic, Bacillus subtilis. Oh, that's interesting. That's what's in here. And I'd much rather drink something refreshing like that than soda with a lot of sugar in it. And the last thing, Finnegan, are you ready? Because Finnegan loves to lick my skin when I put on natural stuff. It's really interesting. It's a test. I have some old lotions. Okay, am I boring you? Okay, so some of the old lotions that have chemicals in it, fragrances in it, it actually, when I put it on, my my Finnegan will sniff my arm and walk away. But when it's all natural, as he's watching the cars go by, I like, this is also local. This is natural lathered tallow, and they're from Mertztown. So this is whipped tallow balm citrus fresh. And there we go. You could actually find them on the internet, www.naturallylatheredtallowco.com. But it is just so luxurious. It smells delicious. And tallow is from like animal fat. So the way they process and mix it, it just makes your skin glow, and it just feels so good on your skin all day. You just have this scent, a subtle scent. And like I said, all the products I use, I am passionate about sharing with everyone else because it's all natural. No, I don't. I'm not a micro influencer for any of the products I have showed you today, but because I 100% behind a lot of the small businesses that I value, especially locally, I really want to share my wealth of information and my knowledge, and just knowing that what you're ingesting in your system can also have an effect on your hormones. So it can offset your hormones if you're putting on a lot of chemicals on your body. So it's not just what you're eating, it's what you're ingesting topically. from shampoos to your products on your face to the creams that you're using. So just be cognizant of that, and be cognizant of that when you are bathing your children with the bubble baths and the dyes. It's amazing, and I'm just so happy that slowly but surely we're getting rid of a lot of these dyes and chemicals in our products that is so prevalent here in the US, that they have taken off the shelves in the European countries and other countries. So I think that is a plus, a positive. That's why we see that our society is so compromised. So just be aware of what you're ingesting, what you're eating. Also, I'm a stickler on, and I don't have my water. Oh, and he feels the same way, Finnegan. Also, what are you putting your liquids in? Water bottles. Are they metal? Are they plastic? Plastic tends to give off the PBAs when it's really super cold or very hot outside, and we ingest the chemicals then that's in the water in the plastic bottles, because when you do get these bottles and you say go into a convenience store and you get it out of the freezer, you don't know from point A to point B when it was shipped there. Was it under a lot of heat? Was the temperature change a great temperature change for these chemicals to be then emitted into the water, which also affects our hormones, our estrogen levels, and creates havoc on our system. Some people are much more sensitive. So if you go and you can't figure out why your hormonal levels are off, think about all the things that I shared today. So today is really a recap of just being mindful of some of the cool things, how you can support local businesses like I do, and also just loving yourself, finding out what makes you feel good, and also just to get out there, ground with Mother Earth. And when you have an opportunity, if you could just have some time to support Keep It Dirty, follow me. I'd love to get more interesting guests on my show, as I will be doing in the fall, and just rate and review too my podcast. So with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your summer. Labor Day's around the corner. Hope you make some plans with loved ones and friends, and have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye. Finn, are you going to say goodbye? Bye.